Mondays, am I right? Mondays. I got a case of the Mondays going on already. Man. I love Windows. I love forced Windows updates that then turn all of your settings off, even though you didn't want to update. It's like, oh, nope, fuck it. We're going to update you. We're going to take all your settings. We're going to do whatever we want with them. And that's it. You just figure it out when you need it next and it doesn't work properly. That's the way we roll here at Microsoft. It's the way they do it. Unreal. Well, I hope everyone else had a good weekend. I had an okay weekend. Hope everyone enjoyed the footy. It was good football. The third place game was a lot of fun. It meant nothing. The big game yesterday was a lot of fun, not gonna lie. And the team I was rooting for actually won. So that's an odd thing. I'm wearing a Mets hat today. The Mets seem to only win on days before I stream. So that means they're guaranteed 3 wins a week. Pretty good. I did just fix on my computer and lost my starting 9 data. Oh no. That's why I keep the running tally. 103. So you're 112 now. 9-0 this week. That means I'm rooting for a 8-1. If you went 9-0, that's kind of my thing. Yeah, let's see. Anything exciting happened in baseball? Oh, well, we had a game. We played on Saturday, first thing in the morning on Saturday. That usually doesn't happen. We usually don't play that early. There was one that was tough. We played on Saturday. We were very short-staffed. Going to Fenway tonight. Nice. I enjoy Fenway. Not gonna lie. I always like going to Fenway. I think it's because everything is so close. That's why I like Fenway. Hola. Oh, hablamos español hoy. Hoy hablamos español only. The O's. Did the O's win this weekend? I don't know. I know. Oh, I did watch the Yankees. Bo Sox yeah, I did see that 13 in a row. I did watch the Yankees Dodgers last night. The game. Man, Roger Clemens is awful and should not be in a booth anyway because he's an awful person. But I did enjoy the Red Sox, the Yankees Dodgers game last night. That was a good game. I enjoyed the Mets game more, but do what I can. Oh yeah, I was gonna say we played on Saturday. We barely had enough people. I played all over. I even got in the infield because our infielder unfortunately got nailed in he took a bad hop. Let's see, can we put Chad up there? Took a bad hop right in the face, broke his nose. I think it was the first inning. I was in the infield for a bit. I played all over the outfield. I played in the infield. I went 1 for 3. Well, we won, first of all. That's 3 wins in a row. It's a streak. Went 1 for 3. Had a sacrifice, the worst sacrifice I've ever attempted to lay down. Literally bunted it right back to the pitcher. Like, this year, I've bunted quite a bit this year. I've always been able to bunt down either of the lines. This one, I bunted straight ahead. Like, I bunted it, and I was like, holy shit, I just bunted into a double play. But fortunately, the shortstop was not paying attention. Second baseman went over to cover first. The shortstop stood exactly where he was when the pitch was delivered. So it was a successful bunt. The run came around. And then, man, I looked awful in one at-bat. I don't like to use words that Trevor Bauer uses, but I got struck out on a sword swing. I looked awful. First pitch was inside. The umpire called it a strike. I said, all right, is that as far in as you're going to call it? He says, yep. I said, okay. Next pitch was, I think it was a slider. No, he didn't have a slider. It was just a cutter. It was just a cutter, low outside, whiff at it. I'm thinking he's just going to probably throw a fastball up. Instead, he throws another cutter inside, and I'm just like, I'm gonna take it. It's inside. But then I'm like, oh shit, I forgot he's calling it way inside. So like the catcher's about to catch the ball, and then I start to swing to try and just foul it off, and I looked awful. The pitcher was hilarious. We were both laughing at each other. But I got him back because I hit a 65-foot blooper over his head to lead off an inning, get on base, start the rally, stole a base, got to second. Shortstop, I could see out of my peripheral. The second base, I could see out of my peripheral. They were that far. They weren't holding me on base. So I just took a walking lead. I was halfway to third by the time the pitcher started his motion. I just walked to third. And then I scored, and we got some extra runs, and we won. I contributed. That's what I'm talking about. Boston and Orioles tonight. Well, I hope you have fun. I hope the weather's good. Go O's. I never root for the Red Sox, so go O's. I'll say that. All right, let's get into our starting nine. No, it was not defensive indifference. They threw the ball. I mean, it wouldn't have been defensive indifference either way. And there was a runner on first. He trailed me, so we each got a stolen base. I was this close to trying a delayed steal because after the pitcher would throw home, his back would be to me. The catcher just kind of lobbed the ball back to him, and both the middle infielders would turn their back and kind of go back to their position. I was like one pitch away from a delayed steal. So close, but they had just gotten close. We only had a 2-run lead. I didn't want to lead off an inning getting on base and then get thrown out doing something stupid. So it was a fun game. We won 3 in a row. What are you going to do? All right. Let's see what Brian said that there was a tough one this week, but he went 9-0. We'll see how that goes for me. Man, I'm sorry. Windows updated over the weekend without me telling it to, and now everything is scawampus. So, do these still work? Yeah, all right. These work.
Nailed it.
Nailed that. All right, let's do this. Last week we went 8-1. we stopped the double-digit hit streak. We're at 3. We're not at 112. So let's go ahead and get started here this week and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Let's choose. I don't know. I'm
not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know. Third base.
Woo!
All right. We've got a Malzone and a Boyer. A Cleat, a Clint, a Bob, a Steve, a Boyer. I don't think that's Leo Malzone. Oh no, because that would be was the pitching coach for Atlanta, was it Malzone or Leo Mazzoni? And I don't think there was an L in rock on the bench. Frank Malzone. A Malzone, Leo Mazzoni. That's right. There was no L in that. And then a Clint or a Cleat Boyer, who I can never remember. I want to say Yankees, and I don't know that that's true. It's funny because that 162-0 game helped me remember teams for a while, and now it just doesn't anymore. I don't know why. Not Clint. This is Ken Boyer. All right. Well, probably doesn't help me a whole lot anyway, because it's all gone. It's all gone. The Boyers. Oh, by the way, I've already decided for the grid today. Last week, we did something that was really fun on Monday. I think we did French accents. The name had to seem French. Today, we're going to do Italian. Because I saw a little kid that was a fan of Argentina during the game yesterday, and he was upset, and he went, and I thought that was weird because I thought that was an Italian thing. But I said to myself, you know what? That French thing was fun. I'm going to do Italian. So today it's Italian when we get to the grid. It's Ken and Clint. I'm just putting C names out there. 8.5. I said I was hoping to go 8-1. Yep, I know you're Italian. I'm glad you're here. So you can tell me if I'm sliding into something that might be a little bit too stereotypical that I should steer clear of. I'll wait for you to chime in and make sure I'm not offending anybody. Boy, you know what? I don't know. I'm going to say the Yankees anyway. I don't know where all the Boyers played. One of them played on the Yankees at some point, right? Nailed it. I hope that was the hard one. That was the hard one, right? Make me feel better. That was the hard one. Nailed it. Right off the bat. 1-0 game, October 1st, 1961. Big year for Roger Maris. Surpasses Babe Ruth with 61st home run. There you go. By Bill Pruden. 1-0. His home run, which was the home run, won the game for them. That's an incredible game. Yep, both Maris and Mantle will be in this one. As well as some other names, I'm guessing. All right, we've already got a 218 in chat for time of game. So probably be a quick one. Not a lot of people there. We know from seeing the highlight of this home run. Hit it to right field, and there were a lot of empty seats in right field. Let's say, I think it's going to be I'll go 222. I'm going to go 222. Last week, I got 3 time of games correct, including one to the minute. So let's go. I'm going 222. Get your over-unders in. We got under. Goes faster than the Red Sox game that will be tonight. Probably. I'm guessing that's right. Wow. 157.
By that much.
Quick one. The longest play of the whole game was Maris circling the bases. Let's see. For the Red Sox, we had Chuck Schilling. It's the better Schilling. Geiger, Yaz, Frank Malzone. We had a Clinton. We had a Pete Runnels. Russ Nixon. Pumpsy Green from Richmond, California. The first, he's the first black player to play for the Red Sox. El Cerrito High School. There's a picture on the batting cage in El Cerrito at a field we played at that commemorates Pumpsy. Not the best career, but he made the big leagues. So congratulations to Pumpsy. San Leandro. Wow. Oh, he died in San Leandro. Where is he buried? Do they not know where he's buried? It usually says where they're buried, no? Let's see. Well, Yaz is still alive. That was not smart. Which of these guys has passed away? Tony Kubek's passed away. Tony Kubek has not passed away. Bobby Richardson? Oh my God. Just find me. Elston Howard is not still alive. Died, buried. All right. Why is Pumpsy Green? Why do we not know where Pumpsy Green is buried? Conspiracy. For the Yankees, Maris is so is Mantle. I guess I could have come down here. Yogi's passed. else? Look at all the Bill Scour. I think Bill Scourin's passed. The big Marine. Yeah, he's passed. Bob Hale, Cleet Boyer. There's Cleet. Cloyd. Cloyd is my favorite name. New York, Kansas City Athletics, and Atlanta. I will not remember that. If you're cremated. Yeah, it used to say. It still says cremated. I wonder if the family is just like, yeah, we'd rather you not know where he is. Or maybe he's like, where is Ted Williams? What does Ted Williams say? Does it just say frozen? Ted Williams. It does. I mean, it should say like Phoenix or something, right? That's where he's buried or where he's frozen. I just guessed. I'll take it. All right. We're through the first one. Game number 2. Can't choose third. Let's go left. My new spot. All right. We've got a Medwick and a Litwiller. Litwiller. I don't know that one. I don't know if this is Ducky. I'm not sure. Is that the only Medwick? I thought he had brothers. Now that means Ted is watching the film Frozen well, he got Frozen too. And there's plenty of like shorter ones with just like the snowman, right? He's got a lot to watch. He's got plenty to watch. I've seen the movie one time, so I am an expert at this. All right, if that is Ducky, trying to think where Ducky played. I don't think we go Boston yet. He could watch Ice Age. Oh, so it was just like, what about The Day After Tomorrow, right? That's the one where it gets cold, I think. He could watch the beginning of Empire Strikes Back. Blades of Glory. That's not a bad one at all. I like Blades of Glory. Young Blood. Miracle. Any hockey movie that all the Mighty Duck movies. That one movie where the hockey player becomes a pairs figure skating thing. He can watch Heated Rivalry. He's got plenty to watch. Don't worry about him. He's greatest. Ducky Medwick. I don't remember where Ducky plays. Or is this Joe? Joe Ducky Medwick. Same thing. Cutting Edge. Who was that wasn't what's her name from no. I was going to say that wasn't what's her name from that one Disney show. DB Sweeney, Moria Kelly. Moria? Maybe I need to watch this movie again. I don't see any hockey players actually. Well, they probably wouldn't be in the main thing. DB Sweeney. DB Sweeney had a good career, man. I mean, he's still alive, right? He's not. We don't have to. Finding Her Edge. Oh boy, they're still going with this thing. Wait, how many seasons? Okay, just one season. Let's see what else has he been in? All right, so maybe not a lot of great movies. He's been in a movie called Ice. I don't know about that. Extraction, is that? Oh, that's a good movie. Oh no, that's not. That's not what I was thinking. And it's got Gina Carano in it. No, never mind. I mean, he works a lot. He was in Taken 2, apparently. And Um, Life as We Know It. I guess he was a regular in. Hardball. There's a baseball movie with Canoe. How about that? That's worth something. And Strange Luck, Roommates. I mean, this guy is a prolific worker. 8 Men Out. Oh, look at this. That's right. He was in 8 Men Out. He's a baseball guy. He's a baseball guy. Not in a lot of great movies, but he's a baseball guy. Ducky Medwick. All right, let's get back to this. I think Ducky Medwick was he played in the Midwest, I think. He might have even played with Rabbit Moranville. He played somewhere in the Midwest. I think I'll get this, but it might take me a couple of tries. Not Cleveland. All right, third base. Cookie Levagato. Well, then we're gonna go Cubs. We're gonna go Cubs, and a May at third. A Cookie, where see, he would work on the grid. A Cookie Levagato. No Cubs. All right, let's see who's pitching. We've got Marquise Grissom and Wade Wyatt, which is a joke nobody will get. A Lavagetto. He was in The Outsiders. Did I miss that one? 86. I don't see The Outsiders unless this is something completely different. Because I think The Outsiders was even before this time and period. I don't know what The Outsiders is in reference to. A Cookie Lavagetto. This is not Wyatt Earp either, or no, I guess their name was Missy Hyatt was a manager in wrestling, but that's Wyatt, not Hyatt. I know where was it the White Sox, not the Cubs? Or is it St. Louis? I don't know if Lavagetto played for the Cardinals with C. Thomas Howell. But did we really need that much Tom Cruise before the final yesterday? That was a little much. I didn't see the halftime show. I was watching the Mets game during the halftime show. So I didn't get to see my girl Shakira. I'm gonna guess she looked incredible. I swear Lavagetto played most of his career for the Cubs. Not Cleveland. I don't think it's Detroit. I don't think it's St. Louis. I don't know who Wyatt is. And I am focusing on the home team, which could be a mistake. The Muppets. The Muppets were the Muppets performed? Love me the Muppets. It was such a tease when the Muppets did that one episode like a year or two ago with Seth Rogen and stuff, and it was great. And then they just did one episode. That was a tease. I don't think it's Detroit. I don't think it's Pittsburgh. Philly. It could be Philly. Could be Philly. We'll go Philly. Okay. I mean, that helps. We're in the National League. Let's go. Got Ducky in left. A Cookie Lavagetto at third. And we want to go. Let's see who's in center. I don't usually go center. Pete Reiser in center. Did a whole episode on Pete Reiser. don't remember who he played for. It's not St. Louis. It could be the Dodgers. It's not the Giants. It's not. Let's see. I mean, there were only so many National League teams at this point. Let's try the Dodgers. Whew.
That is right, I did it! That's number 5! Are you kidding me? That's right! Who do you think you are? I am! Get it right!
May 25th, 1941, the Captain America game. Dodgers Pete Reiser hits inside the park slam to beat the Phillies by Dan Joseph. Dan Joseph, 8-4 game in 1941. I was worried I was going to miss this one. And did Cookie Lavagetto, did he not play for the Cubs? I swear he was a Cub most of his career. Let's see. Excuse me. 8-4 infield single. That's just what I got on Saturday. 8-4, 1941. I'm going to say 2 hours and 36 minutes. 2:36 is my guess here. Get your over-unders in. 2:36 for an 8-4 game between the Phillies and the Dodgers. Pete Reiser, inside the park grand slam, excitement for all. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Send it.
Missed it by that much.
Oh, I might have. Cavaretta. I'll bet you. Yeah, I bet you're right. I was so. I'm like, I remember that name. Now this Phillies logo, that's a hard one to reproduce. Like, I don't think that's going to look great on a hat either. There's a lot of small, fine detail. This is not a good for marketing. It's not good. And this Dodgers logo looks like somebody took it in Photoshop and turned off the keep perspective and just stretched it. That's what that looks like. All right, we're at Ebbets Field. Not a lot of other people were there. This is a quick game, too. For the Phillies, we had Merrill May, Lithweiler, Marty Etten, Johnny Rizzo, Bragan, Benny Warren, Hal Marney, Lee, not Marquis Grissom. Don't know any of those guys. We had Pee Wee Reese. Well, that would have been a giveaway. Pee Wee Reese, Billy Herman, Pete Reiser. It was Cookie Lavagetto. A cook never played for the Cubs. Oh, Cavaretta, though, did. Huh. Yeah, they're too close. I will never get them straight. Wow, 4 years in the military for Cookie. That's impressive. He's like, I'm doing this. Oakland. I keep forgetting he went to Oakland Tech. He and Ricky died in Orinda. Born in Oakland, died in Orinda. And I remember I looked up where this was. This is a little bit north of us. It's a bit of a drive, but that one might be worth going to see. I need to write that down. 4 years he served. That is so impressive. Let's see. Grave visits. I want to go and see Cookie. I just don't know how I'd make a video about that. Unless I did a live stream. Let's go visit graves around the Bay Area. Dolph Camilli. Vosmek, Joe Medwick, we've heard of him, Mickey Owen, and Whit Wyatt. Went to Georgia Tech. Oh, he had a great year in 1941. 22-10 with a 6.7 WAR to lead the league in both wins, WAR, and shutouts, as well as fielding independent pitching and whip and strikeout to walk ratio. Wow. That's a good year. Gave up 223 hits and 288 in the third innings. Wow. Never heard of Whit Wyatt. That's a great season. Good for him. Born in Oakland, died in Orinda. I don't know who Craig Finn is. Craig Finn. Oakland and Orinda, very close together, though. That's where my shoulder doctor is in Orinda. Would love to live in Orinda. It's pretty nice. Can't afford it. All right, game 3. Here we go. Let's do it. We can start with third base here. Oh wait, I didn't update that one. Gotta update the stats. All right, third base. Lonnie Chisenhall and Adrian Beltre. I think we're gonna get that one. Lead singer for Hold Steady. Do I know Hold Steady? The Pretty Reckless have a new album out. I was listening to it yesterday. I was a little disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't as hard as I was hoping it was going to be. The Hold Steady. Would I know any of these? I think I've heard of this band before. They're touring on the West Coast right now. Sideways Skull. What is the song? They did a Tiny Desk concert. What song would I know by the Hold Steady? I'll wait for your answer. Tell me what song I should listen to from the Hold Steady. Let's see here. Lonnie Chisenhall. I'm thinking this is Cleveland. Beltre. This is probably Texas. Probably. I don't think Lonnie Chisenhall was around when he was in Seattle or Boston. I'm going to go Texas here for Beltre. Well, I nailed that. I think that this is Cleveland, so let's go. Who would have been on that team with Lonnie Chisenhall? This is like what? Maybe like 6-7 years ago? Jose Ramirez might have been there. Or let's do this. We can do this. DH. We've got Jason Giambi, so this is Cleveland. That's a giveaway. Nailed it. Pretty. Gronk. I love Travis Hafner. I'm not gonna lie. I was always a Travis Hafner fan. Pronk, half project, half donkey. June 9th, 2014. Oh, was it longer ago than I thought it was? Lonnie Chisenhall ties Cleveland club record with 9 ribs by Joseph Awancho. All right, 9 ribs, 17-7. 29 hits, 2 errors. So this is going to be a longer game. 2014. This is going to be a 3-hour and 12-minute game. 3:12 is what we're going with here. 3:12. Let me pull up Spotify. I'm sure that this is going to get my VOD nicked here because I had it set up so that the VOD wouldn't play music, but everything has been screwed up from the update. Okay, not a lot of listens here by the Hold Steady. The number 1 song is called Stuck Between Stations. It's a remaster. I have not heard of any of these songs. Sequestered in Memphis. That's the number 2 song. This is gonna get a copyright. It sounds kind of like Bruce Springsteen, not gonna lie, which I like.
It started when we were dancing. It got heavy when we got to the
Wow, they sound a lot like Bruce.
Didn't go back to her place. We went to
And we can play music. It's just it'll be unavailable in some regions. I don't think it affects anything the U.S. or frankly, that's probably the only place it's gonna watch this.
Now they wanna know exactly which bathroom to. Does it make any difference?
I'm enjoying this. I will listen to this. I'll finish that up off stream. That, and they have a song called Chips Ahoy. Is it about cookies? I don't know. That sounds a lot like Bruce Springsteen. I know there is a song. Oh, I have one song that I've favorited. Stuck Between Stations. I have favorited. Oh, I know this song. Yeah. I love this song. I know them. I know them. We're good. We're good. All right. 3-0. Off to a good start. 6-game hit streak. Been told that there's a hard one this week. I'm assuming we've already blown past it in one of those first 3 games. We got it. Nailed it. All right. Paul, love it. I look forward to this game. Chips Ahoy. Oh, good call. Good call. We're gonna have to listen to it now. What's the Chips Ahoy song? Here we go.
I got a girl and she don't have to work.
Doesn't sound like it's about
cookies. Gonna finish first.
Maybe a different kind of cookie than what I'm thinking about, but hey, all right, let's do a 162-0, Paul. Love the game. Keep up the good work, my friend. I enjoy that game so much. I like it a lot. All right, let's do a daily here for 162-0. Boy, when they start you out with a Negro League team, they just do not want you to win. They do not want you to win. All right, we need left, short, third, and catcher. We've got Jackie Jensen. Nice. I get excited when there's somebody we've done an episode on. All right. I mean, this is probably not going to work out because we are starting with a Negro League team that, I mean, here are some good numbers by Harry Spearman. Not going to lie. We got a Mule Suttles, but not his best. His 50-ounce bat is not helping us here. I did not know Dan Wilson before he was a catcher and manager for the Mariners. I did not know he played in the Negro Leagues. Today I learned. All right, let's go third base there for Harry. We got another. Is this all Negro League teams today? Oh, this is a good one by Mule, though. We'll put him in left. All right. We might beat this. I mean, I think we just got to hold steady here. Maybe get a couple more runs. Bucks in the 2010s. That's not going to help. Catcher or shortstop? No, sir. We're going to change the decade on that. We're going to change the team on that one. I think we're going to get some power here. See? We got Xander. We can put it short. Or Victor Martinez. Yeah, none of those catchers are really going to be good enough. Let's go with Xander. Hopefully we can bump everything up so far that we can get a bad catcher. Back to the Negro Leagues. That's going to hurt our runs. We're not going to win with that, so we might as well shuffle it. Yeah, we're not going to win this one. Not going to. What were we short on? Runs. We might have won with that other one. All right, so we need 100 runs. Everything else is okay. Let's try one more. Astros from the 80s. Saltalamacchia would have done it for us. Salty. I don't really like this. This isn't a great way. Not a lot of guys here that are going to help us out a whole lot. I mean, I guess we go with Cruiser. He's got the best numbers. 70s. We got the Grave Digger. We got Mad Dog. Manny Sanguillen behind the dish. Not a lot here. I guess we'll go with Bill Robinson. I don't feel we're gonna come too close on this one. Dodgers in the 30s, no Cookie Lovato. Lavagetto. But got Babe Phelps with his 5 home runs. Glenn Wright. Glenn Wright's all we got. And then we're back to the Negro Leagues. Got double duty. It feels like it's weighted here. This feels like we get a lot more Negro Leagues in the daily than you would normally, and it really makes it challenging because it's just there's no power here. All right, last attempt, and then we'll move on. Not enjoying this one so far. Pete Reiser, we're gonna have to probably do Pete Reiser. Let's see. Behind the dish, we got Campanella. I think we can do better than that behind the dish. Ducky. Oh, but look at. Oh, we might go with Ducky. I think Ducky's the way to go here. Ducky or Carl Farillo? A Farillo. See, I can even trill it. It's a Farillo. We need those runs more than we need RBI. Let's go with Ducky. We'll go with Ducky. All right. Back to the Negro Leagues. I guess we'll go with Charles Zabruder here. See, that just kills us. That kills us. All right, Padres in the 70s. We've got Gene Tennis. That's not going to get the job done. We're going to need to change the decade here. All right, we got Phil Nevin. Ooh, I'm not going to lie. This still doesn't help us a whole lot. Change the team. There's got to be power here. Not on the Giants, though. At least not in these not at short or catcher. Rich Aurelia's not even going to help us out. What was Carl Furlow's nickname? Lasagna? Pizza? Espresso? We'll go with Schwan. We're not going to win this one. I'll have to play. All right, just too many. It makes it impossible to win when it's just out of your 5 guesses, you need 4 of them from the Negro Leagues. You can't get power there. I think there's something wrong with the algorithm. All right, for the A's, we've got stolen bases, none of which are going to be Ricky Henderson. It's just, do you remember when these guys played? So we'll move Seth over here. Reddick was here. T-Long was here because Ichiro would throw him out. Skunge. What does that mean? What is Skungili? I don't know what any of that means. A Skungili. Billy Burns was probably here. Oh, but Elvis Andrus. Maybe Elvis was there. It's a type of seafood. Oh, a scungili. I like seafood. Is it a shellfish or is it just a fish? Eric Patterson. That might be over here. Oh, Mark Ellis is not over here. Andrus was probably still here. Then we could put Billy Burns there and Ellie there. We're going to send it. I don't think we're going to get very close. 2-2, check, check. All right. So T-Long is definitely here. I'm not sure about Patterson. Ellie might be over here. I think Sweeney's here. Damon is, it's got to be Ellie. It's got to be that. It's got to be that. It's got to be that. What else is there? This is, my brain doesn't work this way. I can't figure these things out. It's T-Long was here. All right, I don't care. I've lost interest. Nailed it.
You absolutely fucking nailed
Meat
it.
of the conch. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do love me some abalone for sure. I'm sure I've had conch since I love sushi and my wife is Chinese, so we eat a lot of Chinese. Conch is something that is on both of those menus. So, and I like Italian. I'm sure I've had it. All right, let's do the grid. All right, today, let's see. We've got Cleveland, we've got Minnesota, All-Star, Texas, the Metropolitans, and the Chicagoans of the National League, the Whales. We are going to do, you have to have a Italian-sounding name. So no Daniel Vogelbach this time, but Cookie Lavagetto, Jared Saltalamacchia, all in play. No Mattingly Square, no Ricky Square. So we're wide open. Let's see. Cookie Lavagatto. Was Cookie well, no, Cookie was on the Dodgers. Cookie was never on the Cubs. We know this. Let's see. Let's go through the All-Star first. That'll be the hardest for me. All-Star for the Rangers. Lee Mazzilli. Where was Lee Mazzilli an All-Star for the Mets? He had to have been, right? Mike Piazza. Oh, there you go. That's even okay. I'll give you a star for. Oh, but Piazza, we've got the clip. We don't have a Lee Mazzilli clip. We're gonna go with Lee Mazzilli. Pete Alfonso. These are good. So you guys are on this already. We're gonna go with Lee Mazzilli because I don't think that we've ever used Maz before. A Lee Mazzilli. Plus, you know, Piazza will be a high score there. I could play the Piazza clip if you guys really want it, but I think we're good. I think that's a good one. All right. Cubs and Rangers. All-Stars. Italianos. Italianos for, I'm trying to think of Rangers that have been Italian sounding. And I'm blanking. Well, Saltalamacchia. Was Saltalamacchia an all-star with the Rangers? I think, was he on Cleveland? I feel like Jared Saltalamacchia was on like every team. But was he an all-star with the Rangers? I feel like he was on the Rangers the longest, and then he got traded to Atlanta for Teixeira. Rico Petrocelli. Evaldi. Pags. Does Pags fit anywhere here? I don't know that he does. That's a good call, though. Nathan Evaldi for Texas. Okay, we've got that one. We've got our baseline. What about Gino Petrali? Did he play for either of these teams? Gino Petrali. Oh, Bobby Valentine. Bobby Valentine. Boy, I'm trying to think of guys that would, any Italian that was ever on the Mariners, Rick Riz would just go crazy for them every time. Nathan Evaldi. Was Evaldi an all-star for Texas, though? That's the thing. I don't remember. Gaylord Perry would probably work in any of these, but not very Italian. We'll keep Evaldi here. I don't know. Was he an all-star or not? Let's see. Kenny Rogers, Cliff Lee, Ivan Rodriguez. Evaldi made the all-star team last year. Was he on the Rangers last year? I don't even... If you told me Nathan Evaldi was still in the league last year, I wouldn't have known it. Definitely Italian sounding. Rafael Palmeiro. Does Palmeiro sounds Italian? He was definitely on the All-Star for the Rangers. And we can use the dental lists. Palmeiro. Let's see. Jeff Hewson, Jeff Fry, Royce Clayton, Adrian Beltre, I don't think is going to be there. Jim Sundberg. Yeah, he was born in Cuba, but it sounds Italian. Palmero. Doesn't matter where they. Pags played for Minnesota and Texas. Well, then we're doing that. Nice. I'll give you a star for that one. Mike Pagliarulo. Let's see. Pete Incaviglia. Bartolo Colon. I don't know. Does Bartolo sound Italian? I don't think Cologne does. What about, was Pete Incaviglia ever an all-star? Because I'm itching to use him. Viola. A Frankie, sweet my music. Nice. Frank Viola. That's a good one right there. Very nice. Very nice. Yes, very nice. I guess Rafael Palmeiro could work if he was Rafael Palmeiro, not an all-star for Inky. Palmeiro could work as an all-star for either of these, probably, right? John Pacella pitched for the Mets. His hat always flew off. I think I remember seeing that, but I would have never come up with John Pacella. John Pacella. Let's see. Who else do we got? All-stars. Dirty Kurt Bavacqua, Cleveland and Texas. I had no idea that he played for any of those. Now, let me ask this. Does Bavacqua, is that sound Italian, or to me it almost sounds Portuguese. Bavacqua. You open up way too many cards in the 70s through the 90s. I don't know. Does Bavacqua sound Italian? I don't know. What are just some other Italian names? Any name ending in a vowel. That's right. We kind of got it. That could be a theme. Names that end in a vowel. David DeLucci. Yes, that's a good one. You'd allow it. David DeLucci. That is a really good one. That's a really good one. That's a low scoring one. Yeah. You concur with the vowels. Well, I think that was where Bavacqua was going to go. Mike Napoli. Ooh, that's super Italian. Right? Napoli. Isn't that where pizza... I swear I heard pizza was actually from China. Was where it was actually from. Texas All-Star. All right, we got it. Mike Napoli. But I mean, Napoli's a big city, so that's a good one. Mike Napoli. Wow, we're gonna have Frankie V's gonna bump our score up, but this is a good grid. This is a good grid. Everybody's ending in a vowel. Is there what's an Italian name that doesn't end in a vowel? Ron Cumarelli. Steve Lombardozzi, John Cangelosi. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if either of those are. They what about Candy Maldonado? Okay, so for the Mets in Cleveland, what about Keith Hernandez? He's Spanish, but it's close to Italy. Just trying to think of other Italian names. Candelaria. Steve Lombardozzi, he was on the Twins, wasn't he? But I don't think he was on the... Well, he might have been on the Cubs. I don't know. John Montefusco. David Segui. I'm not sure. Does Segui sound Italiano? I'm not sure. I really wish Cookie fit in here. Now, Cookie doesn't fit. I'm just going to check. Because if Cookie fits, we're going to use him. And I will cheat on this one. Oh, we got Cookie Roja. That sounds a little bit more Spanish. Cookie Lavagato, Dodgers, and Pirates. Yeah. No Cookie Lavagato. Julio, no. Franco doesn't. Tom Pagnazzi. That definitely does. I don't think he fits anywhere here, though, right? I don't think Eddie Toppensee fits. Rick Cerrone, definitely Italian. New York and Cleveland. Okay, now I know Rick Cerrone played for the Yankees. Did he play for the Mets? I don't doubt you. But did he? Adam Ottavino. I don't know if he fits in a category. Cerrone was definitely a Met. All right. Well, then he is definitely very Italian. We know this for sure. Jeans model, singer, actor, Rick Cerrone. Adam Ottavino, not relevant. Definitely works, though. All right, so far we've got a vowel for every single one of these guys. I like it. All right. All Cubs all the time. Ron Santo. Santi. Santi sounds Italian. DeSanto. Does that sound Italian enough? Because it does end in a vowel, and it's definitely a Cubs all-star. Mark DeRosa. D-Ro. That would have worked, yes. What we could have used Rajay Davis here. Does Rajay sound Italian? Oh, Mark D-Ro would work here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll definitely work. Nice. Nice. D-Row. Do we think he's going to be the manager of Team USA again? I don't think he is. But I have no say over that. Do we think Mark DeRosa will remain? And who would take his place? Do we think that who is the Mets? This is all I've been thinking about lately is who are the Mets gonna hire in the offseason? Gary Gaetti, done. Good, nice. I think it's gonna be Pujols, because he and Juan Soto are buds. That's my guess. Is the Mets are gonna hire Pujols in the offseason. That's my guess. Putting it out there. Yes, Gary Gaetti, great pick. Very much on theme. All right, so we need a Cubs all-star. What about Saltalamacchia? Did he make an all-star team? He had to have been an all-star at some point. Let's see. Kurt Manwaring, I don't think that is. Joe Girardi. Oh, was he an all-star, though? I don't know if he was an all-star. Joe Girardi. Phil Cavanagh. Okay. All right. If that works, are we sure he's an all-star? Because he's not Cookie, but he is very close to a Simpsons golf video game. So we will use Phil Cavaretta. Phil Cavaretta. Nice. Nice work.
Good job. Nailed it.
Let me see. That's the one that I think. Yeah, that's Australian Taskmaster. Ooh, that's a 0.4. This is a good grid. Look at this right here. We have vowels ending every single name. We got a David DeLucci. We got a Micah Bagliarulo. We got a Micah Napoli. Sorry, this is bad. We got a Lee Mazzilli, a Frankie Viola, a Rick Serrone, a Marco Di Rosa, a Gary Gaetti, and a Phil Cavaretta. This is a good grid. I'm going to post this in Ordinary Effort. I think you should all be proud. I think because you guys came up with every single one of these. I don't think I came up with a single one of these names. This is a true community grid. Italiano, very nice. Mwah. You need to make a spaghetti. A spaghetti. What am I making? I'm making salmon tonight. Doesn't sound very Italian. And it's going to be miso based, so it's not Italian at all. But this was very nice work, y'all. This is what happens when community comes together. This is what could happen throughout the world if we could all just come together. We could all make grids like this, but we could do it on grander levels. Nice, making salmon. I made I made cod on Friday. Tony Soprano probably bet on the Mets. I have never seen The Sopranos. Never watched it. I don't know. Gangster things make me anxious. Never seen Goodfellas. Never seen Casino. I kind of want to, but they make me very anxious. Just because I think people get killed all the time, and they might not deserve it. I mean, you're eating a dog. Oh, okay. You're going to Fenway. Don't you frame it like that, and you're going to get timed out. This is a good grid, though, guys. This is like really good. We did good work there. I'm proud of you all. There was a song that my mom used to sing me when she was proud of me that I like to sing to my wife, and she hates it, so I'm not going to sing it to you. Sopranos a good show. When you see a normal person and coming, it's like swimming with sharks. Yeah, you guys know what my anxiety's like. I think we talked about it. It's a reason why I watch old shows over and over again, because it doesn't make me anxious because I know it's going to happen. Even though, like I've told you, my wife has never seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and we're watching that. We just got to season 6 or 7, whenever it went to NBC. And I don't remember many of those episodes. But I know everyone will live. Unfortunately, there won't be any more because of Captain's passed away, unfortunately. I don't know if you guys like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I mean, I don't see how you couldn't like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's a goat show. I was having this discussion with my wife the other day. Whenever we watch the show, I'm like, I'm wondering if is Jake my favorite character? Is Santiago my favorite character? Is Rosa my favorite character? Is the captain my favorite character? Like, I can't pick a favorite character. They are all just so brilliant in their characters. The characters are consistent. They're funny. They're all funny. They all are I just love it. With Asian Jim. Identity theft is not a joke. Or no, that's when he dresses up as Dwight. This is when what's his name from Fresh Off the Boat? The answer is Boyle. I love Boyle. Has Joe Latrogo, very Italian. What else has he done? What else has he been in? Terry Crews I'm hit or miss. He's got some very sketch things that I don't really care for. Let's see, what else is Randall Park? There you go. That's Asian Jim. Was in Superbad. Okay, I don't remember that. Looks like he does a lot of. Oh, I was gonna watch this Gail Daughtry and the Celebrity Sex Pass. He was in Ghosts. Love that. Love the English version too. Looks like he does a lot of voice work. Was in Reno 9. Did I watch this? I had to have watched Reno. I love Reno 911. History of the World. Don't remember him in that one. He was in 36 episodes of Reno 911. Really? That might be my next rewatch. New Girl. He was Charles Boyle, a crossover in New Girl. Yeah, I saw he was in Wet Hot. He was in I Love You, Man. Slapping the bass. Pitch Perfect 2. He was in one of the bands. Let's see. He was in a couple episodes of Community, How I Met Your Mother. He was in Pitch Perfect 1 as a different character. Continuity much. Children's Hospital. Everyone's in that. Glenn Martin, DDS. Vaguely remember that. Party Down. Loved that show. Sarah Silverman. Love Sarah Silverman. He's in Pineapple Express. Superbad. Seems like he's in a lot of those, those type of movies. Beer League. He voiced Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. Okay. He works a lot. He's just not, he's never really like the leading. He's a character actor. I enjoy him muchly. Love 9-9. Love 9-9? 9-9? He was in Role Models. Okay. All right. What is this? He looks like Dr. Will from Big Brother, not Boyle. He's one of the... I guess maybe I only recognize him when he's on 9-9 because he is in a lot of things that I watch otherwise, but good for him. I like him. Oh, I'm showing you. You guys can't see. This is what I was going through his thing, and this is a, I don't know if you guys watch Big Brother, but this looks like Dr. Will from Big Brother. Especially, he was just on this season. Looks just like him. All right. That'll be it for today, guys. Good start to the week. We're 3-0 and starting 9. I got to go back and try 162-0. Fail there. We got through the walk-off. Not easy. And then we nailed it on the grid. Very good work. If you're going to a baseball game tonight, enjoy it. Have a good time. If you're just watching baseball tonight, enjoy it. Have a good time. If you're a Mets fan, we're probably not going to have a good time. Opening up a series against the Brewers. I'm just saying. Probably not going to have a good time. But everybody, no more soccer. So I got to start doing trivia again this week. It's been a month. I hope I remember how. But besides, I can't talk. Beyond that, everybody have a good start of your week. I will see y'all on Wednesday. I'll be back. We'll do this again. Be good to each other. Look out for one another. Stay hydrated if it's hot. And I will see you all on a Wednesday. Bye-bye.